Hey, it's Peter here from the Salvos. It's 16 weeks now since I had the accident, and it's slowly recovering. I'm walking now with one crutch, which is very exciting, but it's still quite sore as the muscles and the tendons and everything are starting to work again and get stretched. And so it's been a very slow journey, but you know, God keeps teaching us that anything that's worth doing takes time. I could instantly go, God, can you heal it, fix it up? I'm open to that if he wants to do that. He's had plenty of time to do that, and if he wanted to do that, and if that was the plan, it would have happened, I'm sure, already. But you know what I've learned by sitting in that time and space is that anything worthwhile does take time. And it sounds like a cliche, but realistically, it's like a seed that is planted. And the only thing that grows fast in your garden usually is a weed. The stuff that takes time to grow is a tree, a really good tree. And you look at a gum tree. When a gum tree starts to grow, it takes 3 to 4 years before it starts reproducing, that is, producing seeds that reproduce. My leg is taking ages. It seems like ages. It's only been 16 weeks, but that's a long time. 10 more weeks and it would have been half a year that it's affected me. And in that time, I've really learned a lot. And the biggest thing that I've learned is that God is in the mess. If this journey hadn't have happened, there would have been many, 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 many people that I wouldn't have encountered. I wouldn't have met or come across and had conversations with. And that's actually been an amazing blessing to connect with so many people. Would I have rather it not happened? Of course I would rather it not happen. Would I have preferred God to come in and heal it? Of course I would have preferred that to happen. And I want to thank God for the lessons he has taught me. It also gives me a strong empathy for others who are suffering. It's okay for me, my foot is getting better, but I've met some people in hydrotherapy who there doesn't seem to be any hope that the foot is going to return back to normal. It's given me a strong empathy for those people, just to sit with them and listen to them in the mess. And I think that's a really strong lesson that we can all learn, in that, you know, we instantly assume, oh yes, someone's hurt themselves, so let's pray for healing. It's all fixed. That is great. That does happen. And I think we should not close off ourselves to that. We should believe that that can happen. And it does happen. But at the same time, there's loads of times when it doesn't happen. And we need to be prepared to sit with people in that space and be with those people and listen and empathize and not tell people what to think. Just be. Listen. If someone says, oh, I just feel like that shouldn't happen, and you say, well, it's all part of God's plan, that is not helpful. To know that God planned that a loved one disappear. Really? I don't think that's helpful. A helpful thing to do would be just to sit and listen and say, I sense that you are deeply hurt. Listening to what they're saying, responding to them. You might say that's a really dumb thing to say, Peter, because it's very obvious. But it's acknowledging that you've heard people. It's acknowledging that their pain and suffering is real, and they're sharing that. And you know, I think that really is what a follower of Jesus should be, is someone who is there to listen and heal. And as they vent and share, it's almost like they are praying. It's almost like they are lamenting. And we should encourage people to do that and listen. And you know, if someone wants some hope, perhaps we could pray for the person and say, look, I don't know, I don't have anything to say to you right now other than, can I pray for you? Can I ask God to come into this mess? And they might say, no, I don't want anything to do with him. Understandably, if you've lost loved ones or And we shouldn't respond insecurely and say, oh, why not? He's God, you should have him. No, it's understandable. People disconnect from something if they're hurt. But isn't it wonderful if God in flesh, through us, can sit next to someone and take that and go, the pain that you're carrying, it's logical that you would say that. But can I invite God into that mess? And they may say no, as I've already just said, or they may say, you know what? That would be great. Often, just being real, I'd just say, God, I don't understand what's going on, but I believe in you, and I know that you're real. And I just pray for healing in this situation, that you will just come. Your presence will be real. You'll bring peace, comfort, strength to this person today. God is in the mess. I challenge you to be a prince of peace or a princess of peace and journey alongside people. We don't have to have all the answers. We can sit in the chaos. We don't need to tell people everything. People know a lot of things. We just need to sit with them, listen to them, journey with them in the mess, and start building genuine relationships with people. It's a challenge for you today. I'm Peter from the Salvation Army.